What is up, my thrifty friends? Tabs here from the Urban Goddess shop. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a what sold, and we are all suffering together. I promise you, sales have been really slow. Like, I have some good sales. I am up actually a little bit from the last time I recorded, but only because of eBay. That is it. Otherwise, it's been tough. It's been tough. Sales are slow. Activity is still the same, but sales are slow. So we're going to go through all the items that sold over $30, and then we're going to jump into the analytics, all the data and stuff that I collect, and just kind of share where my business is right now. Okay, let's jump into this. First item to sell is a Skims Fit Everyone t-shirt bra. This was a new at Tags. It sold for $51. I lost money on this. So my net earnings after Poshmark fees and shipping discount were $36, and I believe my cost of goods on this lot of Skims stuff that I had bought was like around $40. And I mean, that's cost averaging between some of the other items that were higher ASP items, but for this one, I actually lost money on it. I don't know. I got pretty excited when people were blowing out Skims stuff on Whatnot, and I got a little bit carried away sourcing quite a few months ago, and now I'm like, yeah, I can't do it because there's just not the profit margin for me to resell them on Poshmark Canada. So yeah, that's where I'm at with those. I think that's probably actually the first item that I've lost money on. All the other items I've broke even or made some money, but this is the first loss item. Next up is a men's Lululemon metal vent tech hoodie long sleeve. It was in a size large. It sold for $51. I'm playing with the men's stuff. I'm starting to pick it up. It's not huge profits. I'm not seeing big profit margins on them. I just have to work on trying to get that lower cost of goods stuff. So definitely looking for items, you know, that maybe didn't get priced right. I don't know, make sure I have a coupon. My net earnings on this one would have been $40, and that's like after Poshmark's fee. But I think my cost of goods on this was about $25, so I made $15. Not exactly what I want to see, but I am actively trying to grow some of the men's items that I carry. Next up is an Aritzia Wilfred Free Mezza off the shoulder denim top. This is in a size medium, very cute, love it. First summary item, I think, from this what sold video. I haven't seen a huge transition into summer item selling. Still selling a lot of like spring winterish items. I'm just kind of waiting for those sales to pick up to decide if I should be sourcing a bunch of summer stuff or if I should just kind of stick with my, you know, going into fall and winter stuff, because realistically I'm going to be listing all of that in August. So yeah, just torn on what to source right now. Next is a pair of Lululemon Wonder Under high rise velvet leggings. These were in a size 10. I was going to keep these for myself, but I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to wear them. But they sold for $48, and that was a really quick flip. Like I had them listed maybe a week, so not very long. Next is a vintage Aztec textured knit sweater, size medium. I've had this for a while. It sold for $45. I enjoyed the print of it. I thought it was really unique. It was kind of like that West Coast PNW type vibe to me. But yeah, it just took a long time to sell. And it was a cotton Ramie material, so it was really nice, very soft. Just took a while to sell. Next is a pair of Lululemon City Sleek Slim Fit pants in a size 30. These sold for $70. I'm so happy they sold for $70 because I paid up for these. I think I paid about $25 for these. So that does leave me with about a just over $25 profit. Not too big, but happy they sold for a good dollar because I was a little bit worried about them not selling for what I thought they would sell for. Next up is a Wilfred Newer wool yak knit cardigan sweater, size medium. This sold for $90. I am always looking for items that have alpaca, yak, wool, mohair, any of those material, Angora, any of those type of fibers in the knit I'm looking for, they tend to hold a good value, especially if they're in the right colors and the right style. This just had multiple factors, and that was a really solid sale. Next is a Lululemon Align bodysuit shorts, and this was in a size 4. It sold for $65. I paid up for this. I paid $40 for this bodysuit, and I was really hoping that one of my girls was going to keep it, but it didn't fit one, and the other one didn't like the color, so I had to sell it, and I only made like 10 bucks on it, so that wasn't a really big profit on that item, but a cool piece. Took a chance on it, and I knew that if my girls didn't want it, that I could make a bit of money. I wasn't going to lose money on it. I think I just hoped that I would make more money, and that's kind of the trend that I'm finding. A lot of these sales I was hoping to make more money on, but with sales just being so slow, I'm accepting offers, I'm sending out aggressive offers, and I'm just trying to keep inventory moving through my store right now. Next is a vintage wool blend grandpa knit sweater, size large, sold for $30. I love these pieces. I don't know if I'm going to pick up as many next year. They were definitely a lot slower movers this year. So I don't think they're completely out of trend. They're not moving as quickly as they were the winter before. Next up is a Free People Emma's embroidered long sleeve dress, extra small. This one sold for $59. I'm seeing good success with Free People dresses, so always looking for them. I really don't find them often, and I have to look pretty hard for them. Next, a pair of Everlane black high-rise straight leg jeans, size 29. These sold for $45. Everlane is another brand that I don't find very often, but I think they hold a decent value. Like, you should be able to sell a pair of Everlane jeans for over 40 bucks is what I think, or what I have seen for jeans that I've picked up and sold. I'm happy with the return on those, and typically those, like if I'm picking up Everlane jeans, I'm grabbing those at the thrift store, so I'm getting a pretty good cost of goods on them as well. Next up is a Lord & Taylor cashmere turtleneck sweater, size small. This went to Gloria. Gloria is a viewer and a longtime friend of mine on Instagram. So Gloria, thank you so much. That was the perfect sweater. She had seen it in a thrift haul and was waiting for me to list it. So yeah, I'm happy you scooped that one up. And she did leave me a love note. Thanks, Tab. It's perfect. Awesome. I love it. That's cool. Like, I wish that sweater was in an XL, and I probably would have kept it for myself because I like a little bit loose. Next is a Wilfred Lowland merino wool gray sweater, and this was in a size medium. I was hesitant picking this one up. It did sell for $40. I was hesitant picking it up. I felt like it was going to be more of a fall winter piece, and I was going to keep it until summer and list it like later in summer for fall winter. But I went forward and listed a bunch of sweaters that I had recently sourced, and I'm happy I did because I was able to sell it within a week. Like, that was a really quick flip. And that's why I'm like so torn right now, where I'm like, should I be listing summer? Should I be looking for more summer items, or should I still be kind of riding out, the winter spring, because I feel like those items are still doing really well in my closet. Next is a pair of men's Lululemon commission out 9-inch shorts. These sold for $45. They were in a size 32. A little bit lower than what I was hoping. Aggressive offers. I was sending them out. I needed to get some money rolling through, so I didn't lose money on them, but definitely didn't, get rich off of those ones, which makes me sad. And I need to consistently try and source men's items, and like I said, just keep that cost of goods down, because my local thrift stores mark the men's Lulu like, if not higher than the women's, and it's so tough. And I think the other thing is, if I'm going to pay up for those items, I need to find, newer items. They got to be higher value items if I'm going to pay up for them. Next is a really cool piece, and another item that honestly I thought I was going to get more money for them. They were a pair of Levi's ribcage flare leg light wash jeans in a size 28. These were really cool jeans, and they sold for $50. I was hoping to get closer to 70 for them. But it is what it is, and I'm not holding on to them, so I need to let things go. But some things I did have those listed, I think, for maybe 2 months. So it wasn't like I thought they would be a lot quicker of a sale. And I hadn't had too many reasonable offers. So when I received that offer on that one, I accepted it. And 2 months is long enough for me to hold on to an item. Next up is a Wilfred Costello blouse in a size extra small. This sold for $67. When I sourced this, I wasn't confident on the value. Like I thought, oh, I'll sell it I'll get like $50 or I'll list it at 65 or something. But when I actually looked up the item on Aritzia, this blouse sold for over $100, which I don't find very often. I don't find their like sheer, thin weight blouses selling for over $100 often. So I was really shocked on it and very happy with the sale at $67. I did price it higher because of the original value of this item. Next up was a Babaton Martin long sleeve blouse, size large. This one sold for $42. I sell a lot of Aritzia. Holy smokes. It's one of my top selling brands. Next is a Lululemon Sundown hoodie, French terry material, and it was in a size medium, men's item, $56. This one I scored for a pretty good price, so I was happy with that. 3 men's items, and all of these items were listed less than 2 weeks. So for me, that's my green light, saying, you know what, you got to start sourcing more of this stuff and trying to seek it out and find it. Because I do go through the men's section, but I don't spend a lot of time in there, and I think I need to comb through it a little bit better. Speaking of which, we were at Value Village just now, and there was a young guy carrying like a Sherpa Patagonia zip-up sweater, and I almost cried. I was like, because you don't find those often. And yeah, and I had actually seen him at the other Value Village earlier today. So he was out on a mission to shop today, and he did good. Good on him. Jealous, very, very jealous of that one. Next up was a 3-piece bundle, and this one goes out to Stockton 70. She has bought from me before, and she put the 3 pieces together. I sent her an offer for $140. So in it was a Lululemon perfectly oversized crew neck, size medium, Wilfred merino wool soft knit sweater, size medium, and a pair of Levi's wedgie straight leg jeans, size 30. And all of these were newly listed, like, I don't know, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks in my closet. So really quick turnovers, a fabulous bundle. I love these pieces. Again, more examples of like spring colored sweaters selling. I think people are still looking for sweaters. Next sale was a very good sale. I was happy with this. It was a pair of Wilfred tie front black trouser pants in a 00. I've had these for a while. I think because they're a 00, they just, smaller demographic of people that are shopping for that size, but they sold for $75, which is awesome because I just sourced another pair in a tan or like a sand color today. So I'll have to get those listed, and I think they're a 00 as well. Next up is a 3-piece bundle from Nicole Thread Co. And she had some Poshmark credits to spend, so she bought this bundle for $210. First item is a pair of Levi's 501 straight leg high-waisted jeans, size 30, pair of Wilfred Labyrinth 5-inch trouser shorts in a size 10, and a Lululemon, this is like one of my favorite coats, regretting not keeping it, 2020 Gathering Storm, what the heck name is it? Gathering Storm long coat, I think is what it is. And that was in a size 10 as well. That was like a pretty new Lululemon rain jacket and really good value. So yeah, Nicole got a cool bundle. All pieces that I absolutely love. Can't wait for her to receive them and open them up because Nicole, you're going to love that jacket. I know you're going to love that jacket. All right, and that wraps up the sales. Like, not too many over the last 2 weeks. Some good dollar value items selling, but not a whole heck of a lot. Let's head over to eBay because there's some good eBay sales over here. First item to sell on eBay was a pair of a Goldie Parker vintage cutoff jean shorts in a size 26. These sold for $70. Next up is a handmade wool pullover indigenous art, like a wool jacket in a size XL. This sold for $89.25. And it actually, I shipped it to someone in Saskatoon. That's so crazy, in my city. So that was a cool sale. I picked that up a couple months ago and I was like, okay, this is waiting for the right person. You know what I mean? And I was thinking I was going to sit on it for quite a while. So I'm happy to see that one moving through the inventory. Next up is an Eileen Fisher Mandarin collar shirt dress in a size extra small. This was an organic cotton one, really nice. I don't find a lot of Eileen Fisher, and I think I paid up for this. I think I paid like $25 for this top, and it sold for $78.25. Next eBay sale. I had a lot of eBay sales. It was a very, very good couple weeks. A pair of Lululemon Seawees 25-inch gray leggings in a size 12. Those sold for $48. That Arc'teryx jacket, like this is so crazy. That Arc'teryx jacket, the Atom LT hoodie jacket that I had sourced a couple weeks ago, I think I paid about $50 for it. It sold for $200. That's awesome. Happy. That's about where I thought it was going to end up selling. And then the last item is a pair of a Goldie Parker vintage cutoff jean shorts, size 28, and those sold for $55. Wow, crazy. Like eBay is taking off. My ASP is, I think, $86 for my 90-day average. That is awesome. Like that's actually doing better than Poshmark for my average sale price. It's not quite competing with the amount of money, but it's definitely getting up there. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, let's jump into the data. So total sales from March 31st till April 13th, which is 14 days, was $1,438 on Poshmark, and then $540 on eBay. So grand total of $1,978.50. That is a bit up from last week. I think it's like $200 up from last week, which is awesome. But if it wasn't for eBay, it wouldn't have happened. Yeah, definitely eBay came through and saved me. And I did talk in a video that I posted, I think 2 days ago. I'll pop it up here on what I'm doing different with eBay. Towards the end of the video, I talk about eBay and the tasks that I've been doing and how I'm staying consistent. And I do think it's starting to build up there. So I'm just going to keep trucking along and put my faith into it, because I hear from so many people in the comments that like eBay is their best seller and Poshmark's like meh. So I think if I can get to that point plus keep feeding Poshmark, I should be able to build a pretty good business between both platforms. And if one platform is slow, oh well, at least I'm getting some sales on the other one, right? I did sell 36 items in the last 2 weeks, and the average sale price was $56, which is up from last week's video by like $20. Last week's video, I cleared out a bunch of stuff and it dropped my average sale price down quite a bit. Active listings that I have currently are 366, I think. I am trying to get back up to 400. I really let it get down the last probably month or two, and it's just because for a while there I was selling this everything I could list and then some. Like my sell-through rate was incredibly high, and I wasn't able to keep up with the listing. But now that it's slowing down, I want to push my listings and try and get up to that 400 again, and really cleaning out, you know, those bottom 100 that I've been sitting on forever that I just need to pull and donate, or take to a buy sell trade and then donate. Just get rid of them. So yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm grateful for how the last 2 weeks have been, because I feel like it could have been a lot worse. Top brands for my closet right now are Lululemon and Aritzia. Not many other brands are even coming close currently for the dollar value of sales. Those are definitely my top two contenders right now. I think I had vintage sweaters falling into the mix for the last couple weeks, but I kind of cleared most of those out. I haven't been seeing as many of those sales happening. And then for sourcing, I am looking at my recent solds and using my own closet to help guide me in what I should be picking up to sell right now. I feel like people are just kind of in between seasons. They're looking for like winter spring items, but they're also looking for spring summer items, and it's just like a little bit of a transition. Hopefully in the next week or two people are back into it. They're looking for their summer items and we see sales starting to pick up. Trends for my sales in my closet. It looks like offers to likes is my top percentage. 63% of my sales are that. So they're a single item. I send out an offer, they buy them. And then 30% of my sales are bundle offers where I create a bundle, send them an offer. And I know this, these are usually my best tactics. They always have been. I feel like bundle sales used to be a lot higher than what they are now. But I think this is what that higher ASP. I have that higher ASP now. I am selling more single items. People are coming on the app. They're looking for a single item. They're finding it in my closet and they are purchasing it. Sales goals for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to continue to list consistently and stock up my store. I am just trying to get items in so that when sales pick up, I have lots of good items in, which I feel like sales, if you average them over like 4 or 5 months, it all works out. Like even if you have a slow month now, when you stay consistent, when sales pick up, I feel like you're able to sell even more because you have so many items listed, right? So yeah, I'm just going to try and stay consistent right now. I am going to slow down on my summer sourcing, but I'm staying strong on fall and winter because those are my best sales. Like fall and winter pieces do the best for me. So if I can continue to find them right now, I'm going to keep buying them because eventually, I would say in the next 2 months, my thrift stores are no longer going to be selling them. So I need to just keep buying them until they pull them all off the shelves. Because once they pull them, I will not see fall and winter items until like end of September, October, November. Like it's late when they start putting them out. And I've been caught in that position a couple years ago. So overall, my sales are down from the last 2 months. There was some really great sales months in January and February. And typically this month isn't usually a slow month for me. So I am finding other people are saying the same thing. It's just a little bit slower than normal, but I think it's going to pick up. This won't last forever. Slow sales never last forever. They ebb and flow. And if you want, you can take a break. Or if you're like me, you can just keep pushing through. Really, there's no right or wrong way to go forward right now. It's whatever works for you and financially works for you as well. But I wouldn't recommend quitting. Don't quit right now. It's just ride it out a little bit longer. My tips would be make more deals, send out aggressive offers, and keep moving your seasonal stuff so that you're not sitting on it. And then of course, accept all reasonable offers. If one is too low, send a counter. I did that today. Someone sent me an offer for $50 on a pair of On the Fly pants. And I sent them a counter offer of 65 and they countered back at 60 and I accepted it. So you don't have to accept the offer, you can counter. But at that point, I was willing to walk away from the sale because I just listed the item today. So I was like, well, if it doesn't sell, I'm sure it'll sell in the next week or two anyways. And adjust your expectations on sales right now. Some things are going to sell really well. I've heard people say, you know, certain things are selling really good, but there's a lot of things that are selling a little bit less than they were a couple months ago. So just make sure you have realistic expectations. And sometimes getting some money in your pocket is better than sitting on all that inventory, right? Oh, that is it. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff in here. It wasn't a very long video. I think we're at 25 minutes, but I feel like I had a lot to say. If there's anything you have questions on or anything you want to share about your sales or have they been up and down, I'd love to know. I also want to say I'm starting to notice like some patterns. I'm very cautious, but I feel like I don't know, I'm wondering if there's also some stuff going on in the background. There's a lot of changes happening on Poshmark right now. So I am definitely questioning what's going on in the background right now. And there's a lot of inconsistencies. So I don't know, I guess we'll stay tuned. Have you noticed anything? Have you noticed any patterns? Share any thoughts you guys have right now. Drop them down below. I am all ears. I would love to hear what you guys are thinking about sales right now. All right, if this brings value to your reselling business, make sure to give me a thumbs up and tap subscribe. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe to my channel. And other than that, I am wishing you guys all many sales, and I will see you next time. Bye.